Search is on tonight for a suspect involved in a so-called bank jugging theft.
The bank jugging, you've heard the term before. That's used to describe criminals who target people who are withdrawing cash from banks or ATMs. And in this case, the suspect was caught on video, and the suspect may have hit several areas. This happened on Friday, April 5th in the 2100 block of West Kennedy Boulevard. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joining us live with more details on this. Jeff.
Good evening, Keith. Well, some people may not have heard the term bank jugging before, but victims are certainly feeling the pain from it, sometimes losing thousands of dollars. Take a close look at this video. Tampa Police want to know if you've seen this man. Police tell us the suspect followed a victim out of a bank on Kennedy Boulevard in Tampa, watched as they left the bank with a large sum of cash, and then followed the victim to another location and robbed them when they left the cash in their vehicle.
These criminals will sit out in a bank and watch for people who are leaving with bank envelopes, and then they'll follow them and then look inside the car to see if the envelope is still in there. They'll break into the car, as in this case, and steal the money.
Tampa Police believe this suspect has also pulled off similar thefts in the Houston, Texas area.
Both our detectives and theirs believe that this same suspect is involved in jugging cases over there, and now they're in the Tampa Bay area.
Jugging is not new. In May of 2020, Tampa Police put out this video of a suspect who followed a man in his 60s after he took expensive jewelry out of a bank deposit box and robbed him when he left the items in his car at another location. In October of last year, the Plant City Police Department released this video of a man crawling out of a car after stealing an envelope filled with cash. Police say we all need to be aware of our surroundings when withdrawing cash from a bank.
We would encourage people to keep that money on themselves or have it in a secure place as soon as possible.
Yeah, Tampa Police tell us this crime is happening more and more often. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office advised us of a couple of instances of this in the last 4 years. And they're saying if you withdraw cash from a bank, a large amount of cash, make sure that you put it in a secure location. Don't leave it in your car after you withdraw that cash, and be aware of your surroundings. Make sure that no one is following you if you visit a bank or ATM and withdraw large sums of cash. Live in Tampa, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.